This is a recap and review of One Piece episode 1050, and we are left off from last week's episode where Luffy and Yamato do a combo attack on Kaido. After the attack, Kaido wakes up and he's curious to what this dragon is, this new dragon. So he asks him, he's like, "Who are you?" And at first, Momonosuke is very afraid, but after seeing all that Kaido's done to him, he finally stands up to him and tells him his name. And I really have to give Momonosuke credit for finally standing up to Kaido because he's always been a little bit of a scaredy cat and a coward, but it's really nice and good character development to finally see him stand up to Kaido. And he does that again later in the episode, so it's not just here that he does that. And after this, we see a little flashback to Otama. It was a little quick flashback that they showed. And then after that, we get back to the fights. We see Inuarashi and Nekomamushi. We see them completely beating the crap out of their opponents. But right as they're about to finish them off, the moon goes away and they start to lose their powers. And we see both of them basically getting defeated. And that's kind of how this scene ends. And then after that scene, we get back to the fight between Luffy and Momonosuke versus Kaido. We see Kaido uses his fireball attack, which he calls Blast Breath, and he launches that, and Momonosuke and Luffy manage to dodge the attack, and this is where Luffy tells Momonosuke to bite Kaido, and he goes into Gear 3 and uses his elephant gun on Kaido. It was a very solid hit, and after hesitating for a while, Momonosuke finally bites Kaido, and again, this is a really good character development for Momonosuke. He goes from being a total wimp to biting a Yonko, which is absolutely crazy. And while biting Kaido, Kaido is about to use another one of his blast breath on Momonosuke. Right as he's about to launch his attack, Luffy punches Kaido again in the face and knocks him into the rocks. And that's basically how the episode ends. It was another episode. It was another solid episode of One Piece, and I will give this episode an 8.8 out of 10.